Hey guys, what's up? Tudagamon here. Flatout 4 came out recently, but unfortunately this one is not programmed by Bugbear. It is made by Kiloton software. The game does look not too bad, but it is not on the Bugbear level for sure. In any case, in this video I'm going to benchmark Flatout 4 to see how it performs on Core i7-860 and GTX 1070. As always, the recording will be done on an external recorder at 60 frames per second, so what you will see in this video will be pure performance. The system is overclocked, of course. The CPU is running at 4 GHz. There we are, and it has 12 GB of system RAM. The graphics card is a GTX 1070 by KFA2, the EX model. Latest ports were installed, and it is also a little overclocked in order to boost at 2 GHz. For this benchmark I'm going to use fraps to collect frame rate data. We will see the basic result in this file and some analysis with flat at the end of the video. Unfortunately, this is the holy shit! Mass Effect Andromeda. Screw Flatout, I'm going to benchmark Mass Effect Andromeda. No, I'm just kidding, guys. We are going to see Flatout 4 and Andromeda soon enough. Okay. Now, as you will notice, there is no music in this game because I have disabled it. It is too loud for my taste, and anyway, 1080p resolution, no vertical sync, of course, since this is a benchmark, and every graphics quality will be at maximum. Okay. One check again. Awesome. So I'm going to do a quick play race, which will be not race. I want assault mode race. Yes, in Valverde with from dusk till dawn ambience, I don't know how it is pronounced, and that's it. 3 laps. Of course, as you can see, the game seems to be capped at 200 frames per second. This of course will not be very helpful because the GTX 1070 is absolutely destroying it, but this game will has a decent use as CPU benchmark, because with the GTX 1070 it is quite CPU limited. On the i7-860 at least. I have not done any benchmarks on the 2500K yet. As you know, I'm in the process of benchmarking the 1070 on the i7, so it will have to wait for a while. In any case, I'm starting the benchmark. Fuck off! Anything else? Okay, the benchmark and the race have finished. As you can see, it is a quite challenging game. The opponents are not sitting there to take it. Average frame rate 147 frames per second. Crazy performance, of course, although it was CPU limited, and we can see, I believe this is the racing session. Okay, some weird spikes here and there, very weird and very long frame time spikes. I'm not sure why. The frame rate, however, overall was very high. The game is quite light on the GPU. Of course, okay, this is a GTX 1070, but still the GPU usage was far from being maxed out. But even so, we do have a frame rate limit at 200 frames per second, something that was not reached during the in-game session. So the game is essentially CPU limited with H60, although the frame rate is crazy. CPU usage is not very high. We have a lot of activity on CPU number 8. So the game is essentially single threaded. There is one main thread running on one CPU. That's why we have this CPU limit and some minor activity on the rest of the physical and logical cores. We can see here the CPU usage overall is way below 50%, closer to 30 actually, which shows that the 8 threads of the 860 are not properly used. CPU temps are okay, sure they would be with such low CPU usage. GPU temps the same, quite good that is. 3.1 gigabytes of system RAM usage, 2 GHz throughout the core clock with a small drop of 13 MHz for the most part of the run. 2.4 gigabytes, 2.5 gigabytes of video RAM usage. The power of the card is all over the place due to the variety in the frame rate. I believe this will also show up in flat. So let's see the analysis, for which unfortunately I only have this run we just saw. So this is maxed settings, okay, GTX 1070 plus i7-860. I want my local drive, my friend, thank you very much. And flat out, that's it. Okay, 147 for this run, correct. Low stuttering and low variability. I expected a little worse, to tell you the truth, judging by the graph in MSI Afterburner with these weird jumps, but fortunately overall it seems that we are okay. Indeed, the overall stuttering is very little. I'm going to zoom out to 60. This is the zoom out level I use in all my videos from now on, for a little while that is. We can see that we have indeed very little stuttering, but these weird spikes are indeed manifested, and they were captured by fraps logging. Not too bad overall. The game is very playable, of course, in this system. We have only 39 frames, count them, that were delayed above 16.7 milliseconds, which is 0.07% of the overall frame times. Very good performance. And the histogram shows again the same picture. 6, 7 and 8 milliseconds is the vast majority of the frame times, so we have a fantastic performance overall. The frame times again, without the comparisons, the frame rate way above 100 frames per second, very good, but we do have a lot of ups and downs in the frame rate due to the scenery change in the level. Min, max and averages, very good. Variability and stuttering 0.8, 0.7, also good values. As much as less than 1 milliseconds this can be, is a good thing. The percentile, 99th percentile, is at 8.8 milliseconds with a very good overall performance at very low frame times. Time spent beyond curve, and finally the comparable frame rate overlaid with the variability and the stuttering. very good performance. The game seems to not be very demanding. It's not too bad, it is quite decent for a flat out game. Of course, it would be on a very different level if Bugbear had developed this, but it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. I will see you on my next video. Mass Effect Andromeda bitches!